Tay-K. Now, if you don't remember, Tay-K came out with that song, The Race, that was popping. I can't even remember what year that was. That was, Jesus, I can't remember how, that was when I was in college. That song was going crazy. But he was finally sentenced for murder from back what he was. I'm assuming this was what he was rapping about while he got caught. But we're gonna watch the sentence of Tay-K. The streets is upset. Get what's coming to you. That's all I can say. But let's get right into it. Remember to like and subscribe. Go back and look at the original videos. Remember to subscribe to Anton Daniels, his channels. And we're just going to keep up to date on all the important stories that we were talking about, especially with Governor Shapiro and everything like that. So let's get into the next video.
All right. It states that we unanimously find that the defendant, Tamar McIntyre, did not cause the death of Anthony Saldivar under the immediate influence of sudden passion arising from adequate cause. It states that punishment to be assessed at 80 years in the prison, and there is no fine. Does anyone wish to have the jury polled?
Not going to say, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
80 years. 80 years. That's life. Some people are going to be like, oh, he'll get out in, I don't know, 50? Well, even in 50 years. How old is Tay-K? Tay-K at least 20. 70? In jail till you 70? Your whole prime of your life, you're in jail? Hopefully not becoming somebody's boyfriend. That, Jesus, protecting your behind the whole 50 years. Expect you in the 80 years protecting your behind. No, this is why I like to be a upstanding citizen. Jesus. But let's keep going.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm first going to start with your unanimous decision stating that there was no finding of sudden passion. If that is your verdict, I'll need you to respond yes. Does everyone understand?
Yes.
We'll start on the end. Is this your verdict? I'm sorry?
Yes.
Is this your verdict?
Yes.
Is this your verdict?
Yes.
Is this your verdict? Is this your verdict?
Yes.
Is this your verdict?
Off.
I'm on the back row. I'm sorry. Is this your verdict on the back row? Is this your verdict?
Yes.
Is this your verdict?
Yes.
Is this your verdict? Is this your verdict?
Yes.
Is this your verdict?
Yes.
Is this your verdict?
Yes.
With regards to the sentence of 80 years in the prison and no fine, if this is your verdict, I need you to answer yes. Does everyone understand?
Yes.
Is this your verdict? Is this your verdict?
Yes.
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 Back row, is this your verdict?
Yes.
Is this your verdict?
Yes.
Is this your verdict? Is this your verdict? Is this your verdict?
Yes.
Is this your verdict?
Yes.
Is this your verdict?
Yes.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to have
The life would leave my eyes so quickly. Jesus.
you go back to the jury room, and I'll meet you back there shortly. Everyone, please rise for the jurors.
That's a clean polo shirt. I'm just going to say that. Was that a Gucci belt?
All right, everyone, please be seated. All right, Mr. McIntyre, the jury found you guilty of murder. Your punishment is to be assessed at 80 years in the prison. The court will give you credit for any time served. There's a $0 fine. And with regards to the other offense, State, are you requesting that to be stacked?
Yes, we are, Your Honor.
All right.
Your Honor.
And I'm assuming you're against that, is that correct?
We are, Your Honor. We would just like to briefly, for the record, maintain that our argument would be that to run consecutively an 80-year sentence on top of 50.
Just one moment, counsel. Just give me one moment.
I don't know if y'all picked it up, but the next charge they want to run concurrently. Now, if I'm saying that right now, if I'm not saying that right, I apologize. But basically, they want to have the 80 years and then the next years of whatever sentence that he's also facing. So not stacked to where it's all combined into, these 80 years. No, 80. Then I don't know how much the other one, 10. No. So life. It's basically, this bottoms down to it is life. That is what he is going to most likely be in jail for the rest of our lives, or at least of our prime adult lives. It is, let's finish this up. Jesus.
Mr. McIntyre, I want you to know that I listened to all of the evidence in punishment, and thought about whether or not your sentence should be stacked. I don't know where your mom is, don't know where your father is. I know that you had a rough childhood. And I do know that these offenses occurred when you were very young. And I understand the state of the law, what people consider an adult. I listened to the testimony of the expert that was brought by defense counsel. You've already been sentenced to murder in the other county, and then you have a murder here. And the sentence for 55 years, that's a stiff sentence. This 80-year sentence is a stiff sentence. And these are cases where you have to serve half your time, and that's day for day time, and I recognize that. Hopefully you will grow. So
he has to, for that 80-year sentence, he has to serve at least 40, and then in order to get on parole. So that's what I am hearing and I'm understanding. So 40 years, I don't know how old, let me do it quick. How old is TK right now? Let's see how old is he? Okay, so he is 24 right now. So if God is willing, he only has to do 40 years. 64. Yeah, I'm going to stay on the good side of the law. Jesus.
But based upon his age, based upon the number of years that he has received out of Tarrant County and the number of years that he's received here, based upon his history and the lack of any type of good parenting, from what I can tell, his mother wasn't a good parent to him. His father wasn't a good parent to him. Child Protective Services was not good. And if you believe the testimony, I don't know why Child Protective Services would place children back with a father who put the children's mother in the hospital. Is there something else that needs to be done with our society? Yes. Is more money need for Child Protective Services and their workers? Yes. And I do realize that while this is a lot of time, and I tell people all the time, any time that you do in custody is a lot of time. But by that same token, you're still alive. And what the state has said is true. You're still alive. You can still better yourself. If you end up in prison for the rest of your life, you're still alive. You still can improve yourself.
Yeah, she's right. You are still alive, but is that truly living? Hell nah. Jesus.
Your family can still visit you, but the complainant in this case is deceased. And you need to internalize that the complainant in this case is deceased, and that his family is never going to see him again. So you're going to have to make changes. And you're going to have to remove people from your life who are not of benefit in the means of making you a better person. And I do understand that sometimes people will go to prison, they join gangs because you need protection, because you're there by yourself, you're young, but you're going to have to make better choices. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm going to send in.
Now, if you're in jail for life and the gangs or people are threatening to kill you and stab you, I don't blame somebody for joining a gang when they're, what else are they supposed to do? Some of the police officers are not going to care, but that's a whole problem with it. That's a problem with the corrections facility that we're going to. You don't, even though you're in jail, you don't have that much protection against other people who are in there, but that's all. I mean, it's, at the end of the day, it's the consequences of your actions that put you in that particular location. So you can't blame anyone other than yourself. You cannot blame anyone other than yourself. Jesus. Now that was TK's sentencing. Now, if you remember the song, God, that was he was snapping on that song back, and I remember that. Jesus. He doesn't look like he's gonna be out while we are still young. It does not look like he's gonna be out while we are still young. Jesus. All right, everybody. Remember, this is AC Reviews the Word. Remember to like and subscribe.